Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's Stretch and Flow. We will be focusing on your spine today, which really extends from your neck down to your lower back. We revisit spine a lot because it's a really important and unique set of bones. So we're going to start in a seated position with a rotation. So we're going to bring our knees fixed to one side. So whether you need to scoot your knees over or if you're able to turn, we're going to bring our arms close to shoulder height, hands together. We're going to rotate and open out to the opposite side and go ahead and turn your head with it. We're going to hold that there for just a few seconds. So I try to get level here and then return. So we'll do a few reps like this where we hold in that open position. So a few things to think of as you keep your knees fixed over to that one side. You're going to turn your shoulder away from your knees and then turn your head along with it. You're really rotating or twisting from your lower spine all the way up to your shoulder, and then add that head turn. All right, relax your shoulders a bit. We're going to bring our knees over to the other side, hands together, sit up as tall as possible, and then we're rotating to open out. All right, return until your hands touch. Okay, so make sure to turn everything, your entire upper body, all the way from your lower spine to that head turn, shoulder to head. Holding it here for a few. So we just begin in that pre-rotation with our knees over to one side, holding it for a few, and then we'll do one more. Stay up tall, go ahead and slowly return back. We're gonna stay in this seated position. We'll do a seated cat-cow. Feel free to scoot forward so that you're in the middle or even the front edge of your seat. Just hands relaxed on your knees. All right, we're gonna push our chest and abdomen forward, so creating that spinal extension. And go ahead and tilt your chin up slightly, just bringing in that neck extension. Think about pulling your shoulders back. And then the opposite, you're gonna let your hands slide forward onto your knees, round your back, tucking your chin down and in. So breathe out as you do that. And then we switch back and forth. So inhale, arch forward, chin up slightly. Exhale, round it back. So your hips just stay in that fixed position. All right, so as you squeeze your shoulders back and get into that spinal extension, you can also let your hands slide back onto your thighs and then round it as you let your breath come out. And then we'll do one more. Squeeze it back. And then release as you exhale. All right, bringing it back up to neutral. So neck isolation. Go ahead and take one arm, wrap it behind if that's not uncomfortable for you. Otherwise, you can just keep your arm pressed down. But if you're able to wrap it behind, keep it there. We're looking down and diagonal, so focusing on that upper trapezius area. So first, bring your chin down toward your opposite shoulder, and then we're taking one hand up around our head just to guide that stretch along, and we're gonna hold this here. So just slow down your breath. So we're gonna aim for about 30 seconds. I'm not keeping exact time, but you'll know you're doing it effectively when you feel like you're able to relax in this position. So it'll start maybe a little tighter at first, and then you ease into it. All right, go ahead and slowly bring your head back up to neutral. Take the other arm, either press it down or go ahead and wrap it behind your back so that your forearm is just resting across your back like that. So this will just keep your shoulder down, and then we're gonna bring our chin down to the opposite shoulder. And then you can take the other hand and then wrap it over and around your head. Just assist that stretch along. And then hold it here. So we're aiming for this diagonal position. Target one side of the base of your neck. Chin down toward your shoulder. All right, and go ahead and return up to neutral. We're gonna come up to standing this time. So this will just be like your cat-cow, but we're gonna combine some internal, external rotation at your shoulders. So what we're gonna do as we arch forward, we're gonna bring our thumbs out. So open the arms out and back. So see like that, so everything open. And then the opposite direction, we're gonna close it in, bringing your thumbs in, internally rotated. So these two positions, open, as you swing the arms out, thumbs back, close it in. And then just remember that spine motion from bottom to top, chin up slightly, chest open. So just flow through it. Thumbs in, go ahead and inhale, open out. Chin in, and you can just keep your feet about hip width apart, knees slightly bent. You just want to maintain that stability. All right, open, inhale, pause for a few, exhale, close it in. Okay, we'll hit more on the way back and out. Good, and go ahead and shake it out and relax. All right, so this next one is gonna be a combined rotation with the reach. So I'd like you to place your feet as wide as you comfortably can. We're gonna bend our knee slightly over to one side. You're gonna reach down toward your knee, and you're gonna try to open through the front of your torso to reach up. So there's a slight rotation to open, and then we're gonna do a straight arm reach toward the ceiling. There we go. So if you can even try to look up toward your hand, but don't strain your neck as you do so. And you can just relax the forearm down on your thigh. All right, coming over to the other side, we're gonna hold for that static stretch. So feet stay wide, knees slightly bent. Slide your forearm down your thigh toward the knee, and then you're first opening up through the chest, and then reach, good. So we're just holding it here. You're gonna feel not only the rotation, but that stretch along the side here. And then just relax your shoulder away from your ear as you reach up and look up slightly. Relax your face with it. All right, slowly bring yourself up. You could even press yourself off your thigh. All right, this is where you can use a chair or a tabletop. We're going to lengthen our torso as we keep our arms straight. We're gonna push our hips back and then try to bring your head between your arms. And I'm gonna try not to let the headset slip off. Ideally, you wanna look down toward the floor. So we're lengthening. So trying to get the arms and torso parallel to the floor. Legs are straight. And what I like about this is you can walk your hands over to one side, bring your hips to the opposite side, get more of a big side stretch. And then of course, over to the other side, we're just holding it in this position, static stretch, deep breath out. All right, and then walk it forward, slowly bring yourself up. Last one in a standing position over to one side. We're gonna cross one leg behind the other, and we're creating this big C shape here, or semi-C. Just try to create that big side bend, reaching over to one side. So your arm and leg are reaching toward the other side. We're gonna hold this static stretch. What I also like to do sometimes is bend the elbow, which helps you get the triceps. All right, finishing over to the other side with that big side lean. So this will work everything all the way even down to your hip, outer hip, reach up and over. And of course, even adding the lat arm as we bend the elbow. Hold that big side lean. And then before you go, just hit some loose shoulder rolls, keeping your arms relaxed. Thank you for joining us on Stretch and Flow, and we'll see you Thursday. Bye, everyone. See ya. Thank you, Sandy. Good to see you. Bye, everyone. Thanks, Jack. Bye, Stefano.